Big time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. We'll put total under and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Fitzgerald. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Fires to the right, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to the ground with the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Commodores are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the gun. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. Working on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game was working to perfection.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. A run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. To throw, it's Pavia. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You really got to be impressed with this first drive of the game by this offense, right? They've really found a nice rhythm, and they're getting the running game going, too. They break off a nice one there, and now they're set up comfortably inside the red zone.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Got it in the middle. It's Billett. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Gives it on the option. Got a little space. There he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll feel the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Vandy. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. The 20, the 10, touchdown Doors! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got his man downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Sherrill.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Done enough for the 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Commodores. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 24 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds his man, it's Moore. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Pavia. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Stowers. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out the half. With the catch, it's Alexander. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Manning. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 24 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Gives it on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
you're right, absolutely slide. Don't take the extra punishment. Just give up on the play.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Commodores are rolling down the field. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Newberry. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last?
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
With the catch, it's Wingo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Oh, better look out! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping up the big play. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. The give on the option. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for room, it's Alexander. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Dillon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 21 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here we go. Snap it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Easy. Looking to throw, it's Owens. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Man, what a big stop for this defense. The offense kind of gambles. They could have tied the football game. They went for it to try to take the lead, and the defense says, absolutely not. Not in my house. We've got an interesting rest of the 4th quarter coming.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Now on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the Commodores are on the move. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Pavia. Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd ball.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
On the move, it's Newberry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On the move. Got enough for the first. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Rides the back on the option to give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Right down the boulevard. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Owens. He's taking the deep shot. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up